Hey family, and happy new year. I am sitting at one of my favorite places by my house. It's over the lake by my house, and I would say every year, really since I've been in Baraboo, this is always a place that I go to for different things, and I love to be by the water. But I wanted to say happy new year to everybody, and I wanted to let everybody know that I wanted to do a video. Why? Because I just wanted to look at myself in my phone and make a video while I was sitting here, so I might as well make use of the time. So I was like, okay, I had read a scripture this morning, and I believe it's Isaiah maybe 43:17, but it talks about where God says he will do a new thing. He says, I'm going to do a new thing, and he'll show us that he's doing a new thing. And I believe it's like in the wilderness or in your dry place. Basically, he's going to just make things happen, as I truly paraphrase that verse. But I wanted to encourage each and every one of you to say that I'm excited about what the Lord is going to do for us and with us in this year, that he is going to do a new thing in that dry place that we have had in our lives, whether it be in our finances, in our home, on our job, just trying to get started on just doing different things. If it's weight loss, whatever it is that we're looking at, really wanting to do, that dry place, that God can get the glory and that he will do a new thing in us if we just put our hands in his hands and trust him. And that goes with that is the scripture. Now, of course, now is me really trying to remember all my scriptures, but in Romans, I believe it's chapter 12, verses 1, where it says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. But I want to talk about verse 2, where it says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So even though I'm excited and talking about the blessing and God doing a new thing, and we just trust God to do what he's going to do, our part is to have that renewed mind. Because even though the clock has changed and we are in a new year, the date can change. But if our mind, if we're still thinking the same way, still holding on and harboring the unforgiveness or anything that we're holding on to and still thinking that old ways, we're going to get that same result. So we have to be renewed in our mind. We have to be transformed in our mind. And that's something that we have to do daily. And so what I'm saying is, hold on to God's hand and know that he is blessing us in this new year. He is taking care of everything for us. And we just have to do our part of having that renewed mind. Different thinking this year is different thinking, family. It's time for us to just stop laughing about it, talking about it, but be about God's business and do that which he's called us to do. And in church and at home and in our personal lives, it's about taking care of ourselves naturally, spiritually, and doing those things that God can get the glory in our lives. And so I'm just so excited, yes, for the new year. Yes, that God is doing a new thing in us, but that for the most part, and the biggest part for me, is that we have that renewed mind and walking in faith and trusting God to know that whatever pertaining to our life, he has it if we just trust him. And so again, family, love you. I'm glad I got to do this video. I think I look really good on like video and TV. So I'm just having a moment. I'm feeling myself for 2017. But anywho, love y'all. And I'll talk to you later. Happy New Year.